Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the DBMS series. So in the last couple of lectures we discussed about first normal form, second normal form. In this particular video we would be discussing about third normal form. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now according to the first normal form, there shouldn't be any multi-valued attribute, or there shouldn't be any attribute which has multiple values. According to second normal form, there shouldn't be any partial dependency which should exist in a table. Now let's see what third normal form says. So according to third normal form, it should be in second normal form, like the table should be in second normal form. Second is, it shouldn't have any transitive dependency, which means that no non-prime attribute should be transitively dependent on a candidate key. So what is this transitive dependency? So transitive dependency occurs when non-prime attribute is dependent on another non-prime attribute. So whenever there is a non-prime to non-prime dependency, we can say that there is a transitive dependency. Let's understand transitive dependency in more depth. So consider that I have been given a project. Now for that particular project, I need some details, I need some books. So I'll go to a library A. Now that particular library borrows book from library B. So somehow you can say that for my project X, I want some books from library A, but library A is somehow borrowing some books from library B. So library A is dependent on B for the books and I am dependent on library A for the books. So you can see that there is some transitive dependency which I am having with library B, because if the books are not present in library B, it will not reach to library A, and if it doesn't reaches to library A, I won't be getting that books. So this is called a transitive dependency, when I'm not directly dependent on something but indirectly dependent on something. So in this way we can say a partial dependency or a transitive dependency occurs in a table, and whenever there is a transitive dependency in a table, we can say that that particular table is not in third normal form. Now, there are two ways in which we can determine if a given functional dependency is following the third normal form or not. So if there is a transitive dependency, there would be a non-prime to non-prime dependency. Also, if we want to check that if there is no transitive dependency, so we can check for these two rules. That is, if X is determining Y is a functional dependency, then either X should be a super key or candidate key, or Y should be a prime attribute that is a part of candidate key. So if any one of these holds true, we can say that this functional dependency doesn't have any transitive dependency. So if there is no transitive dependency, X will always be a part of super key or candidate key and Y will always be a prime attribute, because consider that here X is determining Y and consider that Y is determining some Z, and since Y is a prime attribute and using the rule of transitivity, we can say that X will determine Z. So X is determining Z using a prime attribute. There shouldn't be any case where Y is a non-prime attribute and using that non-prime attribute X is getting determined by Z. So this determining factor should always be a prime attribute, or we can say for the rule of transitivity to exist, the dependent should always be a prime attribute, and since X is determining Y, X should always be a part of candidate key or a super key. I know this might sound confusing, but now you can remember it in this way, that there shouldn't be any transitive dependency in the given table or in the given functional dependency, and how we can identify that there shouldn't be any non-prime to non-prime dependency, that if X determines Y is there as a functional dependency, X and Y both shouldn't be non-prime attributes. Either X should be a candidate key or super key, or Y should always be a prime attribute. So let's understand from an example. Consider that there is a relation ABCD with functional dependency AB determines C and C determines D. Find if it is in third normal form or not. So we need to check that if there is any transitive dependency. And for the transitive dependency check, we need to know that for this particular table, what are the non-prime attributes. So finding the non-prime attributes is very easy when we know the candidate, because all the attributes which are not part of candidate key lies in the non-prime attribute. So let's find the candidate key for this given table. So firstly what we'll do is we will note down all the attributes which is present in our table. Then we will check that for a given dependent, if its determinant is present and dependent is present or not. If its determinant is present, we can discard the dependent. So here we can see that C is the dependent and AB is the determinant. C is already present here, and if we have AB, it can always determine C. So we can discard C from here. So for the next functional dependency, we can see that D is present, D is the dependent and C is its determinant. So if the dependent is present, we can discard the determinant. But since C is not present here, we can't discard anything. But if you see closely to this functional dependency, it says that AB determines C and C determines D. So can we say that AB will determine D using the rule of transitivity? So we can say that if AB is present, it can already determine D. So if AB is present, it can already determine D. So we can discard this as well. So now we are left with AB. Now we need to take the closure of AB to see if it determines all the attribute which is present in our table. So A can determine itself, B can determine itself, AB will determine C, and C will determine D. So we can say that AB is a candidate key. Now we need to see that if any of this A or B is present in the right hand side of any of the functional dependency. If it's present, we can replace and find out more candidate key. If it's not present, then we can say that this is the only candidate key. So let's see. So in the right hand side of the first functional dependency, it's C. In the right hand side, it's D. So we can say that there won't be any more candidate key. So AB is a candidate key here. So we can say that AB is a candidate key here. Now in the next step, we need to check for the transitive dependency. If there is any transitive dependency, we can say that the given table is not in third normal form. If there are none of the transitive dependency, we can say that the given table is in third normal form only if the table is in second and the first normal form. So always keep this thing in mind that for a table to be in third normal form, it should always be in second normal form. If it's not in second normal form, we can't even say that the table is in third normal form. So from here we have find out that AB is the candidate key. Let's find the prime and the non-prime attribute. So prime attributes are the one which are the part of candidate key, that is AB, and non-prime are the one which are not a part of candidate key, that is CD. So in this particular table, we have found out the candidate key, we have found out the prime attribute, and we have found out the non-prime attribute. Now let's see that if there is any non-prime to non-prime dependency existing in the table or not. So there are two functional dependency. For the first functional dependency, AB determines C. So is AB a non-prime attribute? No, neither of A nor of B are a non-prime attribute. And is C a non-prime attribute? Yes, C is a non-prime attribute, but since AB is not a non-prime attribute, we can say that there is no transitive dependency as AB is a candidate key or a super key. Now coming to the next functional dependency, C determines D. Now here C is a part of non-prime attribute. So the first condition is agreeing that there shouldn't be any non-prime attribute in LHS. Now coming to RHS, D is also a part of non-prime attribute. So RHS is also having a non-prime attribute. So there is a non-prime attribute which is determining a non-prime attribute. So we can say a transitive dependency is existing because C is not a super key or candidate key, or D is a prime attribute and a non-prime to non-prime dependency is existing where a non-prime attribute is determining a non-prime attribute. See, prime attribute can determine a non-prime attribute, non-prime attribute can determine a prime attribute can also determine a prime attribute, but there shouldn't be any dependency where a non-prime attribute is determining a non-prime attribute. So till now we have discussed on this non-prime to non-prime dependency, but do you even wonder that why this particular dependency, if exists in a table, we say that table is not in third normal form. So consider an example that there is a table. Now in this particular table, we oftenly find the primary key or the candidate key because that act as a unique identifier. So consider that there are three columns A, B and C. So here A is acting as a key, either you can say primary key or candidate key. Now why do we even need key in a table? So basically key help us to uniquely identify records in a table. If I know the value of A, I can tell the value of B and C. But consider that there is a case where I know the value of B. Would I be able to tell the value of C or A? Consider that here the value of B is 1 and 1 and here the value of C is 4 and 5. So if I tell you that the value of B is 1, tell me the value of C. So if you look here, for 1 it is also having the value as 4, for 1 it is also having the value as 5. So would the value of B help me to find the value of C? No, it would not help me, right? So for that purpose only we have a key. We can say candidate key, super key, primary key in a given table so that we can uniquely identify our records. If I know the value of A, I can tell the value of B and C for that particular value of A. So for that particular purpose, we have a candidate key, and when there is no candidate key or no prime attribute or super key which is determining something, we can say that we won't be able to determine anything because now the dependent values can be different. So for the dependent values to remain same, we need to have a candidate key or super key as a determinant because it will help me to identify the values. So that is why there shouldn't be any non-prime to non-prime dependency because there should always be a determinant which should be a candidate key which can help me to find the value of dependent. So this was all about third normal form in this particular video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first. And if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.